So your friend just won $400 betting on a basketball game, and now suddenly everyone in your group chat is a sports betting genius. You have no idea what a spread is. You thought Moneyline was some kind of phone plan, and the last time you heard the word parlay, you were pretty sure it was a pirate thing. Do not worry. In the next 8 minutes, I am going to explain everything, and by the end of this video, you are going to know more about sports betting than 80% of the people already doing it. Let's go. Welcome to Sports Bet IQ Daily, the channel that turns complete beginners into people who actually know what they are talking about at the sports bar. If you are new here, we drop daily NBA picks and betting breakdowns every single game day. So hit that subscribe button and the bell right now because your group chat needs at least one person who actually knows what a point spread is. All right, let us get into it. Okay, so what even is sports betting? At its most basic level, sports betting is exactly what it sounds like. You put money on the outcome of a sports event, and if you are right, you get paid. If you are wrong, you lose your money, and you sit quietly in your room pretending you never bet in the first place. We have all been there. Now, here is the thing that trips most beginners up. You are not just betting against the sports team. You are betting against something called a sports book. Think of a sports book like that one friend who takes bets on everything but is somehow always profitable at the end of the year. That friend is DraftKings. That friend is FanDuel. They set the lines, they take your money when you lose, and they pay you when you win. The goal of this channel is to help you win more than you lose so that friend starts dreading your name. The three most important bet types you need to know are the money line, the spread, and the over-under. Master these three, and you are already ahead of 90% of casual bettors. Let us break them all down. The money line is the simplest bet in sports betting and also somehow the one that confuses people the most because of the way the numbers look. Here is how it works. You pick who wins the game. That is it. No spread, no points, just who wins. Simple, right? The confusion comes from the numbers next to each team, which look like this. Los Angeles Lakers plus 125, Minnesota Timberwolves minus 150. What does that mean? The minus number tells you how much you need to bet to win $100. So Timberwolves minus 150 means you need to bet $150 to win 100. The Timberwolves are the favorite. The team Vegas thinks is more likely to win. The plus number tells you how much you win if you bet $100. So Lakers plus 125 means if you bet $100 on the Lakers and they win, you get $125 back. The Lakers are the underdog. The team Vegas thinks is less likely to win. Simple version, minus means favorite and you risk more to win less. Plus means underdog and you risk less to win more. That is the entire money line. You are welcome. Now here is where sports betting gets actually interesting and also where most beginners start questioning their life choices. The point spread. Vegas does not just let you bet on who wins, because sometimes one team is so much better than the other that the bet is boring and obvious. So instead, Vegas gives the worst team a head start in points to make the betting more interesting. This is called the spread. Here's an example. Los Angeles Lakers plus 3, Minnesota Timberwolves minus 3. If you bet on the Timberwolves, they do not just need to win. They need to win by more than 3 points. So if the Timberwolves win 112 to 110, that is only a 2-point win, while Timberwolves bettors lose, even though Minnesota won the game. Welcome to sports betting, where winning is not always winning. If you bet on the Lakers, they do not need to win the game. They just need to lose by less than 3 points. So if the Lakers lose 112 to 110, Lakers bettors win. Losing is winning. Welcome to the upside down. The over-under, also called the total, is the easiest bet type to understand, and honestly, one of the most fun to bet on. Vegas sets a number for the total combined points scored in a game, and you bet whether the actual score goes over or under that number. Example, Los Angeles Lakers versus Minnesota Timberwolves. Total 234.0. If you bet the over, you need both teams to score more than 234 combined points. If the Lakers score 118 and the Timberwolves score 119, the combined score is 237. Over bettors win. If you bet the under, you need both teams to score less than 234 combined points. If the Lakers score 115 and the Timberwolves score 116, the combined score is 231. Under bettors win. You do not care who wins. You do not care about the spread. You just care about the total points on the board. Pro tip, always look at the injury report before betting totals. A team missing their best scorer changes everything. We check injury reports every single day on this channel before giving you our picks, which is exactly why our model projections are so sharp. Okay, we need to talk about the juice. No, not actual juice. The juice is how sports books make their money, and it is the thing most beginners completely ignore until it quietly destroys their bankroll. When you see a spread bet, it usually looks like this. Los Angeles Lakers +3 -110. Minnesota Timberwolves -3 -110. That -110 on both sides is the juice, also called the VIG. It means to win $100, you have to bet $110 on either side. That $10 difference is how the sportsbook profits regardless of who wins. This is why just picking winners is not enough to be profitable long term. You need to win roughly 52.4% of your spread bets just to break even because of the juice. That is why sharp analysis matters. That is why model projections matter. That is why this channel exists. We need to talk about parlays because this is where beginners go from losing a little money to losing a lot of money while somehow having the time of their lives doing it. A parlay is when you combine multiple bets into one. All of them need to win for you to get paid. The more bets you add, the bigger the payout, but also the harder it is to win. Here's an example. You parlay the Lakers +3, the over 234.0, and the Timberwolves money line all into one bet. If all three hit, you get a massive payout. If even one of those loses, the entire parlay is dead. Gone. Finished. Here is the problem. Sportsbooks love parlays because the odds are stacked heavily in their favor. That massive payout looks incredible, but the actual probability of hitting it is much lower than you think. Parlays are basically the lottery tickets of sports betting. Exciting, occasionally life-changing, and statistically, a bad long-term strategy. As a beginner, stick to single-game bets. Build your confidence. Learn to win consistently on single bets before you start combining them. The money is in the singles. The stories are in the parlays. You decide which one you want. All right, you now know more about sports betting than most people who have been doing this for years. Here is how to actually get started. The three best sports books for beginners right now are DraftKings, FanDuel, and BetMGM. All three are legal in most U.S. states, have clean, easy-to-use apps, and most importantly, all three are currently offering free bets for new signups. Free bets mean the sportsbook gives you money to bet with just for signing up. It is literally free money to start practicing everything you just learned. Links to all three are in the description below. Sign up, grab your free bet, and come back to this channel tomorrow because we post the sharpest NBA picks every single game day, so you always know exactly where to put that free bet. One last thing before you go, always set a betting budget before you start. Decide how much you are comfortable losing in a month and never go over that number. Sports betting is entertainment first and a potential income source second. Treat it that way, and you will have a lot more fun doing it. That is everything you need to know to start sports betting in 2026. Moneyline, pick the winner. Spread, pick who covers. Over-under, pick the total points. Avoid parlays until you're comfortable. Grab your free bet from the links below. And subscribe to Sportsbet IQ Daily right now because tomorrow we have a full NBA slate breakdown, and you're going to want those picks before tip-off. Drop a comment below and tell me which bet type confuses you the most. I read every single one. Let's get paid. This content is for entertainment and informational purposes only. Sports betting involves financial risk. Must be 21 plus in the U.S. or 19 plus in Canada and located in a legal betting jurisdiction to wager. Please bet responsibly. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700.